3, 2, 1.
Drinking coffee this hour of the night, or
It should say cheap box wine makes me poop.
Hey, I like it.
Just because of the mug. It says coffee makes me poop. It doesn't actually make me poop. Nor is that necessarily wine.
so okay.
We'll never know.
All right.
We'll never know.
Depends. Like if I don't drink coffee for a long time, and then which I do, I kind of go in like phases. But then if I go back to coffee, like give me an hour, and I'm like to the bathroom.
Get me out of here, dude.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's kind of sorry, I'm just moving you guys, so I'll be staring at you better.
And I'm trying to look at the screen, not at the screen.
yeah, we're in that situation as well because I'm looking down at you on the screen here, but the camera is like up.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's weird for you or not, but
Okay, so now if I'm looking at you, does it look like I'm looking into the camera or no?
right, it's
Probably
kind
No,
of
who
more
cares?
like you're straight.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it doesn't matter
Because
really.
we're in a giant room, technically.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
this is what you get to see, kind of thing.
So yeah, since we talked to you last, we've moved. This
Yeah, this is a full
I
new
was gonna
setup.
Say you totally upgraded. It looks like.
Yeah,
a little bit more space, a little more space here. So it's actually really nice.
yeah.
And comfy.
The
We're on a
layout-
we're on a
the
couch.
layout actually, yeah, the couch is nice. Better than 2 chairs.
We're sitting, so yeah. So we're not facing each other. We're facing to the camera, which kind of maybe feels better for the guests. I'm
Yeah.
not really sure. I don't know, but
It feels
Two mics,
different for me.
2 mics, 1 coach. You know.
yes, we
Exactly.
got our own casting couch situation going on here.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yep.
It's pretty funny.
Your own. Okay, I wasn't. I was. Only
Wait a minute.
referring To,
What the
to
hell?
A horrific.
I spoke too soon. I'm talking too much here. No, what the hell? No.
Yeah. No. But the layout, the way I'm looking at you guys right now, it reminds me of this podcast that I watch sometimes, and it's these 2 guys that basically all they do is like talk smack on Corey Feldman.
Oh, wow.
Have you seen that?
No.
but I gotta want to.
Anything Corey related, it's just they pull up the videos and they're so savage. I'm like, are you allowed to do that? To just like have a podcast where you just talk shit straight up?
Oh.
I guess they are.
I guess you can.
I would
but-
love to get Corey Feldman on the podcast. I think that'd be fucking wicked.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, for
He opened for Limp Bizkit.
I would get him to
recently. Like, what
play
the hell?
the guitar solo.
Play some guitar
like-
for me.
Yeah,
Play me the guitar solo, man. Let me see it in action.
Recreating random like perfectly is actually really difficult though.
It
Like,
would be.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like even if he actually freestyled like a phenomenal solo, that would be very difficult to like learn a freestyle guitar solo. But if you're a horrible guitar player and you do an awful guitar solo, then the odds of you recreating that note for note would be that much, exponentially more difficult. I feel like.
Yeah.
I think so. I feel like as a reasonably okay-ish guitar player, improvising solos is brutal, man. It's brutal.
Yeah.
It's not my thing in any
My
capacity.
thing is lyrics are so hard to remember. Melodies, once a melody is in my brain, it's in there forever. Like I literally never forget it. But lyrics, I find tricky.
Yeah,
for
that's
Yeah.
one thing I could never totally grasp without having to like look at a sheet of paper or look at my phone like while I'm playing guitar. It's like I can't remember
Yeah.
the lyrics for full songs. Like it's just not in me. I don't know how you
Well-
you do it. Like honestly,
Okay, I'm gonna try this mic clip on one more time. Here we go.
It's super crispy. We got to get some of those.
it would be nice to actually have.
What
a
is
couple of-
that? Is that okay?
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
sounds
perfect.
great.
Okay, this is actually my my wife got these because she has been filming herself like doing like vlog stuff, and she's only put out a couple episodes, but really the only time that she records herself is when she's driving in the car, because it's, I don't know, something about being at home and us having, like, we both work from home and have a 2-year-old, and it's like, but when she's in the car, she films her vlog stuff. And so I was trying some fancy footwork to get background noise out, and it's like, let's just take a gamble. for whatever reason, yeah, it's just keeps shutting off, and I can keep turning it back on, but that's no way to live your podcast life. You know?
Quick edits every 20 minutes or whatever the time frame.
Yeah,
is.
no, it's all good.
It's okay. It's all good.
It's all good.
So let's talk conspiracies, because I mean, I don't want to talk.
What have you
about
been dabbling in?
there's a
What are
million
you
people
dabbling?
talking
What are
about,
you
but
dabbling
Charlie
in?
Kirk, the Charlie Kirk conspiracy.
Oh man, I'm down the rabbit hole of that one too. God dang.
Dude,
And then you
Mike
forced me down
McCoy,
it.
or what's his name? His buddy.
Mikey McCoy, yeah.
Yeah,
That video
He-
of him taking off there right after that happened. He's involved.
like Charlie. He's with Charlie 3 feet from him the entire day, filming everything.
Every day.
All the time. He never leaves his side. Then the second he's shot, he walks. You see him walking off and casually making a phone call. And he
Mhm.
said he apparently was calling Erica or something.
Yeah, there's
Who
I think it was involved with it as well.
Oh, dude. Yes.
Like
I
think
yeah,
I'm a
I
firm
think
believer.
she's power hungry
Allegedly.
like crazy.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Right.
Allegedly.
That whole
yeah.
thing, it feels like she had absolutely no like sympathy or whatever. She was just like, I'm taking over this company, and then like,
Yeah, dude.
Unbelievable. Like if my wife was shot, I would not be making TV appearances. Like just be like in my bedroom inconsolable.
yeah.
Yeah, like because it was like literally like 4 days later.
The fact that they had that arena too booked since like August, and like
what?
yeah, and then they all like come out at some like
Just
big
reset it.
extravaganza. We got lights, and then the weird hug with Trump, which I thought was weird, and like
Oh
Yeah.
my god! I think the problem with sociopaths and narcissists is that, well, like greed is like their addiction, first of all. But I think they fill their schedule with so many things, like so many plans, and they're so greedy for more and more success and power and money that they forget to like check how would a normal empathetic human behave in this situation. And because like they're like, come on, let's go, more money, more power, there's like moments where they forget what they're supposed to do to like mask as a normal empathetic human. And even like today when somebody passed out in the White House, he's just like, and everyone's just like, oh my god, are you okay? And Trump is just like, he just is looking like, oh my god, like, FML, this bullshit.
Yeah.
It's getting like zero empathy.
RFK just took off too. Did you notice that?
Yeah,
I'm out of here.
He just was just like, I got no time for this. I'm out of here, and he like left the room immediately. Didn't even turn back. But that
aren't you the health guy?
Yeah. Like that whole Charlie Kirk thing totally, like at first it was just like totally shocking, of course. Like, wow, like whether you agree or whatever, it's just like, anytime someone gets publicly assassinated is very, very intriguing to me. I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? And of course, like, you're only given a little bit of the CCTV footage from the other building of him like running across, which of course, like once he makes it to the white part of the roof, like his shadow disappears. It's totally edited footage. I don't know if you've seen that or whatever.
God, really?
Yeah, and like if you kind of look in the background, you can see some people like appearing and disappearing again. Like it's totally edited. I think so anyway. And like that was not the shooter. The fact that they got him 33 hours later was not. I don't think it was him. Like the gun that was taken apart and put back together and taken apart or whatever it was, and it was found on property that is somehow connected to. There's just it's just so
like you wouldn't be able to reassemble a gun quickly. Like that type of gun.
No.
And also, like the first thing that was obvious was, that style of bullet would make him explode. It wouldn't just be like a.
Yeah.
But the thing I was watching today was, I guess there's a way to sort of scour the internet for every video that's uploaded at a certain time at any point. But there's so many videos uploaded to the internet every second that like no one person could go through every video, for every second of every day and stuff. So, but there's all these people that teamed up to scour footage, I guess, and that's how they found that footage of Mike McCrory just casually walking away like the second he was shot.
Yeah,
And like
so
to
sketchy.
me that's so damning, but at the same time there's so many people that stand to benefit from covering it up. It's like, yeah. And also AI is so
Oh,
good
dude.
now. Like footage is gonna have less value in court than like a polygraph at this point,
Yeah, there's so many from this one TikTok account that I follow. It's called
Yeah.
Doggy versus the World, and it's like
It's good.
videos
It's
of
really
this
good.
of its like as if the dog is the one like looking up all the information. I guess obviously the guy who's running that account doesn't want to be
Nice.
seen, but
Nice.
like it. Yeah, so if you look that up, I think it's on Instagram as well.
I have actually watched that. Yeah.
So there's a lot of footage and a lot of stuff that he's bringing up that makes a whole lot of sense. Like, I mean, I can't just pop them all off right now, but it totally.
Well, I mean, the Trump shooting had so many red flags,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and like just like all the merch, and he is like the when it comes to verbal diarrhea, he has it worse than anyone. So for him to just say fight, and have this like perfect photo with the American flag in the background, it's just, yeah. And then his bandage was off like 2 days later or something, and it was totally fine.
Yeah, like you would think there'd be a Evander Holyfield situation where there's a piece missing, or like you'd think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Something shoulda gave
I'm
there,
not
right?
sure what plastic surgery you can do to fix that or whatnot, but it seems a little suspicious.
I don't know. I fully believe that was like a rallying point. You know what I mean? Like it was fully meant as a rallying point.
To
That's 100% what
Yeah.
that was. Like it had no other context because it was too silly. Even like the whole thing was too silly.
Between Joe Rogan's endorsement and like them successfully, most likely faking that that whole situation, I feel like that won him the election. But then
Oh,
there
yeah.
is also a lot of evidence that says he may have stolen the election legitimately with technology. Like there's a whole scene brewing of evidence of that, where it's kind of like, yeah, I won't get into that, but there's like some really intelligent people that have brought up some statistical anomalies that would indicate that certain swing states were hacked, like the machines were hacked.
Yeah, it's
You
Yeah,
got a
that's-
whole lot of angles coming at that, right? Like to me, like that's the Russians a little bit maybe playing in their content,
Oh,
right? Like,
yeah.
maybe.
Or-
yeah. There's another country too. I'm not going to name, but it's just like there's been. I guess you can dig into what Google searches have been made from certain countries wherever, and like everyone from the doctor that they brought Charlie Kirk to the hospital, and everything was all like searched like 4 to 6 months before this thing happened, and like
Really?
everything down to like the guy who was asking the question as he was getting shot. His name was Google searched before, like
What?
6 months before, by Google searches in this country. I don't know what to say it.
But because I listened to a podcast interview on Channel 5 News of the guy that was asking the question, and he seems like a pretty sweet, like unassuming, honest guy. Like it's rare you hear acting that good if he was acting.
as well as the Utah's senator or whatever, I don't know, I guess that's the word, but he, like, there was a video of him practicing his reaction like a couple hours prior to the shooting. So like,
No way.
yeah, there was like it was the US or Utah senator, whatever, and then the guy who was asking the question and another guy, and it was like a cell phone video kind of from below, and it was like him filming this guy's reaction, and they had to like do a couple takes. Like it was so strange. Yeah, like it was very
Oh my.
suspicious. Like
Like to me, like I mean, not that Charlie dying was staged. That's not what I mean. That obviously happened, but the whole thing is just a play. Like it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Like it's
It's
so
is.
if you like kind of remove the human side of the whole thing and just kind of look at it from like a storyline standpoint, it's like this is exactly how a Hollywood writer would fucking write this thing. Like this is exactly it. Like how much better could this get?
and there was
Like,
no actual autopsy performed.
Oh, it's
or
all
anything,
kinds
You know
of
what I mean?
weird,
Like which
yeah.
is so weird. Which in the state of Utah, like you have to do that automatically. Like the wife or whatever can't override that. Like,
yeah,
you
it's
ha-
part
what-
of the
like
part of the deal kind of thing.
any shooting kind of murder has to have a proper autopsy done. And yeah, like I said, like that kind of bullet that they were showing on the news, like that would make your freaking head explode. And there wasn't even
Yeah.
like blood like on the thing behind, and like where's all the footage of the cameras that were all around at the,
Well,
you know what I mean?
So did you see the clips of the guy
Yeah.
that was wandering around? I mean, allegedly pulling SD cards. Like, did anybody see that? Like, that clip is nuts.
Mhm.
Because
What?
there's a certain angle of this that I don't always believe every video that I see.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
I know, like what you were saying, like some of it's edited, and I don't trust AI at all. So like these kind of shots
Yeah.
are weird, but this was like obvious cell phone video of somebody that had to happen, was standing by the side of the stage, and this dude just kind of like creeping around pulling SD cards out of cameras and stuff or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's like the whole thing is so sketchy, man. Like,
And the whole place
so
was like
sketchy.
cemented over and renovated like within days. There was no like crime scene investigation.
Yeah,
like
man.
what's going
And
on?
they took the camera, the camera down, the security camera down like immediately after. It's like that's a crime scene. You can't just
Yeah.
walk up to like a crime scene and casually take apart the camera.
Yeah. So sus.
And there's one problem. The problem with conspiracy stuff is that there are some people that have some pretty wild conspiracies that discredit like
oh yeah,
totally
Mhm.
glaringly obvious conspiracy worthy red flags. And one of them that was the most interesting was this, like to me at least, was that this guy dissecting the like camera that they were taking down under the tent, and he was saying the reason why they're taking that down is because that's not a security camera, actually that's a projector, and the whole thing was a hologram, and the camera that it is that, or the projector rather, is this one kind of projector. And he like brings it up, he lists it, it looks exactly like the camera. He said it makes perfect projections, like hologram projections, that are like the exact dimensions of that tent. And
That's insane.
that is like really out there.
Yeah.
Just because common people don't really have access to like hologram technology, and
Yeah.
like when it was like at Coachella, it's still clearly like a hologram. But
Mhm.
Well, did you see like the
but
stuff that
yeah,
Howie
like
Mandel does?
like
That thing
the
where you can
thought
project
of
yourself into the
him,
room.
Charlie Kirk, being secretly living in a bunker somewhere, or maybe got
in
like
Valhalla.
plastic surgery and he's alive.
Valhalla. He's gone to Valhalla. Yeah.
Like that's because
Yeah.
that's what the
That-
FBI director said. He's like, we'll meet again in Valhalla. It's like, you're the FBI director. What are you even saying?
And
right
then
now?
you
Like,
go down the Valhalla.
he's
rabbit
suspicious
hole,
too,
like,
by the
oh-
way. I don't understand this Cash Patel character. I think
Oh.
he's sus.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cash Patel's.
And the
He's
fact
a
that
plant, big plant,
like
big
his
plant.
girlfriend, who's like half his age, and she was like a former like Israeli defense person, and like went to like PragerU or had this
Yeah.
involvement with all that sort of nonsense. It's like, what's going on here?
He's a mega plant.
the
man.
the
Mega plant.
Israel stuff, like I didn't look into it a lot till kind of late in the game, but there is some serious corruption going on between the U.S. and Netanyahu
Oh, buddy.
and potentially Epstein. Like it's bonkers. Like why is the U.S. supporting a genocide? Like
Absolutely.
it's so dark that like if it wasn't for kind of mainstream media still like having a grip on the world as like presenting like the official kind of like the court of what is worthy of our attention, then like logically we should all be like losing our minds, you know what I mean? But we're kind of like, oh well, nobody else is tripping that hard. It's like, yes, everyone is tripping hard, but they're all on like obscure podcasts and YouTube channels,
That's
and
true.
there's so much noise, and also the mainstream media is like flooding us with tons of garbage that we're supposed to pay attention to, you know, at the same time. Like, it's such a perfect storm. And also
Oh,
just
yeah.
we're not beings that we haven't had time to evolve to having access to this much information. So it really is the wild west of information right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel like that was one of Charlie's downfalls as well, was that he was questioning what are we doing over there and why are we sending so much money over there to support this genocide, and his stance on the whole matter kind of shifted, and I think that was the start of the planning against doing what they did to him. So.
But like, I mean, you look at news history. This goes on. Like, this is a very common narrative. This whole thing, really. I mean, it just so happens that it's in a modern time where you got too much information, too much technology. You know, like, I don't know. I just don't trust any of it. Like, I just don't trust any of it. Like, I don't even know if it's actually real.
But let me discourage you from going down that path, because the thing that oligarchs and like corrupt fascist powers want. They want you to be so confused that you don't trust anything. Like that is the Kremlin playbook.
Yeah. That's true.
And they also want you to self-censor before you're asked to. So like my parents have a place in Florida, and my mom's, deletes, like she takes a different phone and she deleted all her anti-Trump stuff off her Facebook. I'm like, you're self-censoring before you've been asked to.
Yeah.
That's a sign of a fascist regime is in place. And so and I have a lot of these kind of debates with my wife's brother, he's kind of like, he's gone down like the bro sphere route, with like, questioning liberals to the point where it's like, well, I may as well just endorse Republicans. And it's like, no. Liberals have blown it. Don't get me wrong. Like, Democrats are blowing it. But that doesn't mean like you should go down this route either. And then we always like kind of get to this point at like Thanksgiving dinners and stuff where it's like, well, it's just, I don't trust any of it. It's like, no. Don't give in to that. Like, you gotta like dig for the truth and like at least cling to the facts that are facts. Because then, like, I feel like the far right is basically people acting on feelings, but they're not the kind of people that are in touch with their feelings, and they don't know the nuanced language of their own emotions. And so they are like accusing progressive type of people of being snowflakes and stuff for wanting to talk about feelings and stuff, but really they're the ones that are the most ripe to be exploited. And because they actually are acting from their feelings, they just don't identify them as someone that has these feelings. Anyway,
I would agree with that.
It's
that's a good statement, actually. I agree with that.
Yeah, it's very, like I said, you shouldn't self-censor yourself or not believe in anything in general, because really the truth is out there. You just kind of have to.
I should rephrase it technically, I guess, as I don't like being fed news. I guess, like, I don't trust that. Is what I guess. I mean, like, I don't trust that part of it. Right? But
as
I'm
I was
being
ranting,
fed, right?
I was like thinking, like, I know what you mean though, because I agree, like, at the same time, which is like, I don't trust anything like at face value.
Yes, exactly. I guess that's more to the point.
Yeah.
It's like, I do want to do my own research, or what, you know what I mean? Like, just because you showed me, I don't believe it. But I think to a certain degree, we're at the cusp of like where we were when the internet kind of came around, like the first go around. Like, it was the Wild West. You could post, you could do whatever the hell you want. You could build whatever website you want. Like, I mean, it's obviously way more advanced than that, but like that's where we are again, kind of thing. Because everybody,
we're like in GeoCities, Angel Fire.
yeah, 100%. But like
man.
it's AI driven and whatever. But
Yeah,
it's like,
it's and also like as I realized like all the layers of corruption, and I realized like because like I've done a lot of research into narcissists and sociopaths, and just because I've dated them and for so many years, and
hey,
and it is no, I'm totally kidding. They were all saints and angels. No, but like 1 in 6 people are narcissists. And then what is it? It's like, I think it's like 1 in, well, stats are between 1 in 6 and 1 in 20. But I think the consensus is 1 in 6. And then like true psychopaths are like 1 in 100 or something like that. So they're everywhere. And they tend to flock towards politics the same way that pedophiles tend to flock towards childcare. It's like it's so anytime there's any information given to me, whether it's like through comedy or a podcast or the mainstream news or a TikTok feed or whatever, I'm always like, what's their motive? You know what I mean? And like, there's so many people making money off of, YouTube views and stuff like that. And so I'm like, even like my most trusted sources on YouTube, I'm like, yeah, but so anyway, all that roundabout way of saying I do kind of also relate to what you're saying.
yeah, it's just
Hopefully we don't get flagged and banned off YouTube for this.
whatever. Suck at YouTube.
Come on.
You won't.
Feel like
Whatever. I'm not that concerned. They've been banning us since we started, so whatever.
that's true.
You've been shadow banned.
Too hot
your,
for TV.
Oh, 100%, man. 100%. Because I mean, when it's just the two of us, it kind of gets a little off the rails sometimes or whatever, but like, you can see that stuff. If you have a real opinion, you're willing to say it out loud. Generally, YouTube don't really like you too much. They're not down.
Dude.
They're not down. They'll let you post it, but they won't promote it for you. It's interesting. I got whacked by
so
Spotify
weird
the other day
because
too.
the things that blow up online are, it's like it's kind of like there's no rhyme or reason. Like, like sometimes you'll see a TikTok and it's like has 15 million views. You're like, whoa, this guy's like famous, and you go to like click on their page, and the rest of their videos are like, like 72.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, what the hell?
I find that part weird too, because you'll get thrown videos that have these like huge number counts, but you'll actually go check the account, and to me, it's like, this is a bot. This is definitely a bot. It's somehow like repurposed 10 really popular videos or whatever, and then cut them in a certain different way, or add a side video, and now it gets bajillion views. Or like you see it a lot with podcast clips, right? You'll get the top is the podcast clip, at the bottom is them playing that stupid card game or something like that, where they're doing flips and stupid shit. And the video have like 400 bajillion views and whatever. I'm like, and it'd be like, it's just those videos. It's like, how did I even get away with this? Like,
Well, yeah, one of my favorite YouTubers, I'm retiring from YouTube because I put in like basically I'm like lowering it the priority for me, because I put in all this work for days and weeks and months to make like this really well researched YouTube video, and then someone that's just green screened and commenting below and like repurposing his video for whatever reason, that blows up and gets millions of views.
yeah, it's weird, man. I don't understand any of it technically in that kind of way. Like good content seems to not surface, and weird random nonsense gets all the views. It's so fucking weird.
I guess
I find
sorry,
go on.
I can almost say that I'm kind of guilty of that as well with our pod Instagram page, because we have a couple videos that we've made that have like hundreds of thousands of views, and there's one that's like 2.3 or 3 million views. But it's like
I have no idea.
then if you look at like the stuff that we post, it's usually like 500 or
Yeah,
600.
like it's just a cool
700.
clip
Yeah,
of
I
like
mean-
Limp Bizkit or something, like something that we liked, and just was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, this is sick," and then you know what I mean, like just reposted it. It's all it's just something we like,
Right,
but that
you-
gets crazy
Yeah.
views.
Right, or like a
Well-
video of Adam Sandler singing Bruce Springsteen on SNL, and like that just absolutely went fire. Like,
Yeah,
Oh my god. Well, then maybe that is the key. I mean,
so weird.
frig. If you can glean some new fans off of like talking about Bruce Springsteen, I'm sure he's chill with that. You know what I mean?
Yes, it is
Like-
so weird.
Hey, like it's one thing to like have like do a shit ton of research on like I don't know, like some mineral like in the Middle East that's being like exploited, you know, and like you're like traveling to the Middle East and stuff, and then like some TikToker's like, yeah, apparently, yeah. And then he gets all the views.
that's
You know,
Yeah,
but
man.
if it's Bruce Springsteen or like Limp Bizkit, like, yeah, fuck it.
But that's my most pet peeve of TikTok videos or Instagram. Like someone who has like them over top of a video and them like pointing at it like, yeah, like this. And then like,
Oh yeah,
my
yeah.
God, like you're just stealing someone else's content at that point. You're not even making a new reel or anything, you know, like
I 100% agree, except there's one format that's even worse, which is when they're doing the like this, but then they interject way too much. It's like dude, I don't care about like your entry level comedy, like just I want to see this clip, like stop, like you know, and then also like the whole like what do you call it, like clickbait vibe of like all my like a lot of the news I get now is like it has to have like censors. It's, you know, a big yellow font, and it's like absolute panic and chaos in the White House as Trump's death imminent, and then it'll say like holy F, like, you know, censor, like it's finally happening. And then like you click on it and it's something that everyone else is reporting on. It's nothing big. And they won't even get straight to it. They're like, but first I want to bring up, you know, Netanyahu's recent discussion about the royals, and then so you're like scrolling, like looking for it. It's just like at that point, just give me the clickbait, you know.
yeah. I get that a lot. I find with Snapchat, I don't know, like I find Snapchat is, you probably don't even have that or whatever, but like it's
I
changed
do.
so much over the last little while, and like if you know, you get all these other things that you don't follow like underneath, and it's like all
Yeah.
these weird pages, and that's what it'll do. Like it'll show this like thumbnail screen grab of something crazy happening, and then it's like you're going in and it's a completely different video, and then you have to like click through like is this even going to come up, like goddamn. So I just like instantly like block, like you're fucking out of here. Like I hate that shit.
Yeah, it's kind of like the new form of like when like on, you know, you'd be on like a website or something and there would be an ad, but you wouldn't see it as an ad. Like it would just be sort of like why Charlie Sheen said he would never take this supplement ever again.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well,
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
A supplement? Like I take supplements. And
What
you
the
click on it. And then you have to like scroll through like 10 different pages that all have like slow loading ads before it like finally gets to the last thing. And it was like Charlie Sheen is like, don't drink too much water or something, you know. Like,
Yeah, man. I know.
Oh.
I hate clickbait shit. Like I just hate it. It's just so
That's what
annoying.
we're-
it's catfishing.
It is.
Yeah.
Total catfishing.
But I think it stems from like the fact that we've kind of gotten over like the pop-up ad and all these other kind of versions of the ad, and now this is the newest way of actually feeding you the ad. Like,
Yeah,
but it's
that's
so,
true. It's so true. Yeah, it's just we're kind of witnessing the of sneaky ads. The one that really bugs me is when celebrities that have a big like umbrella of influence, like Kim Kardashian or something, is like secretly getting people like stoked on Elon Musk and Tesla and stuff, and then you find out that she's actually like a Republican. You know, like, oh shoot, did I?
Yeah,
I'm
we're
screwing up the mic.
chunking on the mic there a little bit. There we go.
It's working.
I think so. It was cutting out a little bit.
Cut
there.
it. Just give it
Yeah.
a little like muffly, but it's okay.
Check. Should I move?
I don't know.
Test 1, 2.
Give me a mic check.
What's that all
Test,
about?
test. Hey,
go.
hey. Test.
There we
1,
go.
2, 1, 2.
Yeah, sounds good.
Let's. Okay, I'm gonna put it in a new spot.
There we go.
What's your take on? Do you think Prince Charles has ties to Andrew more than we know? Because the Andrew stuff, I didn't realize the degree of his depravity. Like one of his former aides was saying that he had, he went to go do like some charity thing where they're shaking hands and it's like, royal is here, hello, and on that weekend he had 40 prostitutes come to his hotel.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
See, well, I've caught a little bit of that before. I didn't get the whole thing though. That's a bit more than I got when I read it. But I'm totally in on the fact that like the royal family is a bunch of depraved weirdos.
Yeah,
Like I am 100% in on that because there's
power
no way.
corrupts. It always does without fail.
Yeah, and I mean we're talking about like hundreds of years of this stupid shit. Like, you know what I mean? And like the monarchy whole deal to me is like complete and utter nonsense at this juncture. To me, like I don't know, like the fact that we have these people still on our money and all these things like drives me crazy. So like I am fully on board with all of that because I think I think Andrew's way worse than we even know about technically, and there's no way that it's just one of them. Like that's not how that works.
Well, he's been caught
Well, that's the
red-handed. I
thing.
mean, there's
What's that?
there's no going around the pictures of him with the girls and stuff, and he's just like, oh, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah,
Like,
come
what
on,
are you
man. What are you
talking
talking
about,
about, dude? Like, what are you talking about, dude?
Well, and also the fact that like Epstein was quoted as saying he's never met someone kinkier than he was, except
Yeah.
for Andrew, and his nickname was the King of Kink.
Right?
Oh
Like,
my god.
like
and then,
totally.
and then so yeah, I think to me like the two biggest like head scratchers were the other brother that married the actress and they like left the monarchy or whatever, like what why am I blanking on his name, the one that
William?
dressed up as a Nazi for Halloween?
William or Harry?
Harry.
Harry. That's right.
Yeah. The fact that Harry left the monarchy and like, that seems like they must know something we don't know. I feel like.
Yeah,
I think so.
and I think there's more to the story of their mother dying as well. I think that's
yeah.
another conspiracy that they just kind of blamed. Oh, it was paparazzi. Kind of blah 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 blah. But
100%.
I've never heard about that.
So, well, like she was going through the tunnel, car crash, dies. all
Oh,
that kind of thing.
sorry. I thought you meant the actual like queen.
Oh, I see.
not
what
the
you mean.
grandmother.
Elizabeth.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Like
100%
they
agree
hated
with
that lady because she wanted to be normal. Like,
Yeah.
like they hated her for that. Like, I mean, it's documented that
and she has ties. Princess Diana had ties to Trump and Epstein technically, in that they were both in a competition to see who could sleep with her first.
oh my god, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
yeah.
Doesn't surprise me in any fashion, but yeah, I don't know. Like I remember that happening. Like I remember, like I was at my buddy's house. We were home alone, up, having a sleepover thing or whatever. And I remember like we were sitting watching TV, and like, of course it was like breaking news. And like even at the time, I was like, man, that's so weird that they got in this little weenie car crash kind of thing, like in this tunnel, and she broke her neck and died. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, there's something fishy about this. Like, this just sounds fishy. Like the whole what you're saying to me live on the air sounds fishy. Like,
and who she was dating, that fella, I forget. I heard like like he had like all sorts of weird ties, and his dad as well. Like,
yeah.
there's definitely like an underground scene of very connected people that are pulling strings, and I think most of them are sociopaths. Like I think, Mr. Burns, from The Simpsons. Like, I think that that kind of character is like they're everywhere. You know, like the world is run by Mr. Burns. Yeah.
And that was and it's before a time too when the whole world can talk about it together freely, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you're only given what they want you to hear on the news, or you know what I mean? Like, those were such powerful people that they could kind of control the whole narrative at all times. So like, really only now people are kind of looking back, and even looking back further to like JFK and stuff, but like people are now like questioning like, hey, like, was this actually what happened, or like, is there more to this story?
Also, where the hell are the freaking JFK files? Not talk about the Epstein
Yeah.
files, but where? Because that was two of these things are promised. Didn't hear a freaking
All of a
thing.
sudden they just disappeared. They don't exist anymore. Like, what?
The thing that drives
Yeah.
the thing that drives me completely fucking insane about the Epstein thing is like they literally like Glistine is in fucking jail for the things in the file.
Right.
So where's the file? Like, I don't even understand. Like, not including the other people that are in jail or whatever. But like, where the fuck is
That's
the
a great
file?
point. That's a great
Like,
point.
where's the file, man? Like, you use it as evidence in the fucking trial.
You
Like,
yeah.
have you guys seen anything about like, we hear a lot about Epstein's New York place, but he had like a place, I forget where
the
it was,
the
but it
penthouse
was
or
kind of
whatever?
in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, that one. Yeah, because the penthouse was up for sale and nobody would buy it. It's been up for sale for a while.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what the price tag is, but it's like New York penthouse or whatever. I don't know where.
Yeah,
I don't know where it actually is. in New
he
York.
had like another house that was just sprawling. It was in the middle of nowhere, and it was like it was just like this massive compound, and it was connected to anyway, I don't want to talk about something that I don't know enough about, but I saw a YouTube video about it. Look it up. Google it, kids.
Give it a goog.
Give it a goog. Yeah. Just give that a goog.
Give it a go.
Just give that a goog. Yeah.
I might get a second beer. Is that crazy?
Oh no, go get a couple.
get a-
I might
get
grab one too. Actually, another one.
Okay, yeah. Hopefully, my mic doesn't cut out in this basement studio, like many hours, all day, every day, and it's just like I'm by myself most of the time. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, not only am I given a format to where I can like talk to other humans, but because even when I have bands and like humans coming and working here too, but like it's like, let's get down to it. Like,
Right.
let's
Yeah.
make music. It's very rare that I can justify actually having a conversation.
And just chill in the studio.
Yeah, just shoot the shit.
And your like audio quality is just so great. You know, like you're mic'd up and it's like it's going straight into my brain.
Right.
I mean, the fact that this is technically for other people's entertainment, possibly, is like very like, yeah, that's cool. Like, okay. But the fact that we're having a mic'd up headphone conversation is just the format, I find it very interesting.
It is interesting, and
Yeah.
but I do appreciate that people will listen to this and kind of. I like the aspect of people feel like that they feel like that they're in the room with us and they can, have a beer or whatever, or they feel like they're in the conversation, with their buddies. Like that's kind of how I would like to see it.
In fact, if you are listening to this and it's after 3 or 4 p.m., go to your fridge and just maybe have a beer with us. Just join us.
Join in.
I know it's not very like,
Have a cheers.
I-
Yes, cheers. Clinky. Oh yeah, there we go, brother.
A little cheers.
it's like, it's weird because I know booze is like technically carcinogenic. And I feel like it's going the way of cigarettes in a lot of ways, but I don't know. I spent too many years on the road, like where it's just like when you're a touring band, and you show up to the venue, it's like there's posters of all these bands that were bigger than you that played there, and it's like the staff like cannot be bothered to deal with like another band like that thinks they're special. The sound guy already hates you. You can just immediately tell he hates you.
Monitor
And so
guy
you're
more
just like-
specifically.
You're in this green room and stuff. But the one way that every venue shows their respect to you is by giving you booze.
Few
So
beers.
to then become domesticated and now I got like a baby and a wife and stuff, and it's like I'm like trying to curb like my rocker ways.
Yeah. So
Um,
you did partake
but yeah.
quite a bit back then, or no?
Oh, I mean, oh yeah,
Absolutely.
100%. Like I was absolutely a rocker. Like I just, yeah, I don't know. It's weird because now to talk about it seems like sort of like like not cool to be like, yeah, like, but we were like a very high energy band, and like it was like very intense vibes backstage and on stage and in the bus, in the van. And it was yeah, it was like a completely different reality from what I now know as a reality. And so it kind of makes sense why, like, I would, when I would come back from being on tour, and I would have to go out every night, and I'd have to be connecting with people still. And I would like often go to like comedy shows by myself, just like just indie like local comics and stuff, and I would just like hang with comics because those kind of felt like more my vibe. But I would also go to shows and stuff too, and go to random like club nights and stuff like that. But now I just cannot be bothered to go to like the thought of just going to a club. I'm like, but like there's so much productive stuff I want to do. Like I'm just, every day, all day long, I'm like, there's a million creative things I want to do. Whereas like, I don't know what it was, something about that chapter of life. I just had 24/7 FOMO, and I just had to be out all the time. And so we would play like this insane show, and instead of, on tour, and instead of going to bed and getting a good sleep, it's like, okay, what's the next epic chapter of the night? And then we were like, the band that would go out after the show and just find ourselves at like crazy like college parties with like or whatever. Like if we were playing at like a university, then we'd be like at a frat and like getting like like doing keg stands or something. And like, or if we were just like at some small town, we would find like the most obscure basement party, and we would just. But I was also kind of like a sponge for like personality types and like culture in general. Like I would just want to see how everybody lived in each town. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is your guys' world. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
so like an experience, you get to suck it up kind of thing versus creating the experience, you just kind of suck it up.
Yeah, it's kind of like when I go in and out of periods where I get like kind of addicted to running, and I'm definitely not in that anymore. And look forward to when I may be again. But my favorite part of running was I would just always run up and down alleys, and I would just, because I could see into people's houses and stuff, and I would just try and like, just like the amateur sociologist in me was like trying to like assess like the lifestyle of everyone in every house. And there's just so much information that I was absorbing from like every house I would run by, that I could like run up to like, I don't know, like sometimes I would run up to like 20K.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a fiend for it. But now I don't run anymore because I'm like, there's certain hours of the day that are ideal for running, and those are also like the best prime creative hours. So,
well, who had the best house parties, or was it the Canadians, Americans, or Europeans? Where was your favorite place to kind of?
I would say like the parties. Oh man, well, what's okay, let me think about that actually. Well, college towns in the States are definitely, it's like they've seen so many movies about like what like colleges are like, that they just kind of like are all like acting like Girls Gone Wild meets like, like Porky's from the 80s or something, like,
That's
and you're just like, whoa, like it's really cringy, but it's also fascinating just to like observe frat life. But it definitely wasn't. It felt like you're in a movie, sort of seeing that scene. And then we a couple times we got invited to Harvard in Harvard has like this thing where it's like the whole scene of like comedy writers, like a lot of comedy people graduated from Harvard, like Conan O'Brien and like a lot of Simpsons writers and stuff like that. And they have like this thing where they'll invite certain bands to their campus, and it's like the Lampoon, it's called, is like their kind of like historically famous kind of comedy incubator, basically. And yeah, they invited us there a couple times, and those were like super smart people that were like really savvy to like current music and comedy, and like that was kind of trippy. And like you're hanging out in like old castles, like playing like beer pong with like these people that are like dancing on tables. And like I remember this invited us there and they were playing the second Strokes album before it came out. And it was like it was a guy that like also wrote for Pitchfork, and he's like, this is the new Strokes album, like, wow, what do you think? And he's like, he told me that before Pitchfork ever heard the record, they already knew what they were going to be grading it, because a lot of like what they give bands out of 10, which back then was like a really big deal, like it can like make you or break you. It was very political, apparently. And so they're like kind of looking at like the arc of the Strokes and like the grand scheme of it.
Oh, your mic flipped over again.
Oh, thank you. Check.
Good, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah, they knew in advance, like politically, what they needed to give the second Strokes record and stuff like that.
That's funny, eh? Like weird. Pitchfork was always weird. Like to me, it's like Rotten Tomatoes, right? Like, I mean, it was very important. Yeah. I mean, it was really important at one point, and I know that. But at the same light, to me, it was always like, I don't know, like critics. I don't know, like get out of here.
Especially with Rotten Tomatoes. Well, actually, Pitchfork. Yeah, I kind of gave up on Pitchfork because, as like a white male, like it like there was like a target on our back. Like if you're in a rock band and you're all white and you're all men, like it was kind of like the danger zone. Whereas like it seemed like there was a period in time where it was just sort of, maybe, you know what? I'm using that as a scapegoat. I think once they started hating on Hot at Heat, then I just was like, I was jokes, basically.
Fuck these
guys. I'm being a douche. Like, whatever.
Fuck those guys anyway. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Since
like,
Rolling Stone's gone downhill, I don't buy them in the critics anymore. I just don't like.
Well, I think I just fell out of love with. Not that I was ever in love with it. I think I just went like, I'm like giving my entire life 24/7, all day, every day, to try and make music. And there's like, my entire life, everything has conspired against me to make me not do this. And it's just been a lot of sacrifice. And like, yeah, like maybe you think like, oh, like, you know, you guys need to be knocked down a peg. It's like, dude, my self-esteem was shattered from day one. Like, you don't need to like knock me down anymore. So like the fact that there's a genre of career where your purpose is to like shatter like people's career trajectory. I'm like, do that for like corporations and stuff. Like we're probably quite close in like our good people realm. Like you're a music critic, I'm in a band trying to make cool like art punk that is also accessible enough that like maybe we can bring other people into this world. And like don't like try and take me down. Like go take down like friggin' Kraft or Pepsi or something. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I just like it's just there's so many corporations that we should all be working to take down. Don't take down musicians, like especially like like low level, like slightly successful indie rockers. Like don't ruin our careers.
Well,
please.
yeah, and it's coming from a
Yeah.
guy who you know graduated his journalism degree and is maybe not
Oh,
doesn't
shit,
have a
sorry.
creative bone in his body, right? So it's like just for someone to knock down a creative person or an artist or someone as a such. I mean, that's like a plumber kind of criticizing an electrician. It's like, well, it's just because you
Yeah.
also like to have your lights on in the house doesn't mean you can criticize how someone hooks up things.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense, but like,
Totally does. Totally does. Like what if as musicians we all started like critiquing music journalists, and it was like all of a sudden it's like Tim Johnson from London, Ontario. Let's like all give him a 0 out of 10 on his latest like career plot points. It's like no, there's better ways. I would say like there is a purpose to music journalism, which is to make people hip to actual good shit. So you're not like you're not necessarily like spending $500 to go see Taylor Swift when you actually could. Maybe there's like some bands that some people would be more stoked on than Taylor Swift, but they just didn't know about until you drew attention to it. So like I'm kind of like that with like TV shows and movies and music and stuff, where if I like something, I will tell like everyone like that I meet, like, oh, you got to check this out, or I'll like send links and stuff like that. But I spend absolutely zero time messaging people and telling people in the room about what is whack. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like,
It's not I don't know. To me, it's
that would say more about me if I was doing it. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's how I feel. Like to me, it's like I don't know. It almost comes off like a jealous thing or something. Like I don't know if jealous is the right word, but like I don't know. It comes off. I don't know. It's tacky, man. Like you don't have to do that. Like I don't know. I don't like it. Like to me, like if you're willing to write about someone, there's good points to everything, and like your job isn't to fucking spoil it for someone who might be a fan. Like you're supposed to either stoke people up or be like, well, this is the 4th album by so and so, and maybe it's not as great, maybe it's in a different direction, or you know what I mean. Like you can choose a different set of words to fucking describe
like
it, right?
it's actually it's kind of like even social media kind of realized that by they removed the dislike. Or is there still dislikes on?
No, you used to be able to do thumbs up, thumbs down. I think at one point, well, at least on Facebook. I don't know about the rest, but
well, you can like
YouTube
thumbs
used to be
down
like
stuff,
that.
but I don't think it shows the number, right?
yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that works anymore.
Yeah,
I haven't really looked at it to be fair,
think
because I don't thumbs down much.
YouTube
to be
removes
honest.
the number. I think you can still dislike it, and maybe like some things will not come into your algorithm, but you can. Yeah, like they've removed the number of dislikes, so like people won't see that ratio of numbers.
Exactly. Like some. I remember there was a while where, it would my YouTube would autoplay to Theo Vaughn constantly, and I was like disliking everything of his, and I was like not subscribed, and I was like doing whatever I could. I'd be like passing out, and then I just say, "Yeah, man, like and I'm like, I don't want Theo Vaughn in my algorithm." And to me, that is the purpose of the thumbs down, not to publicly hang someone's career.
Yes,
just
exactly.
say it's just not for me, like, and move on to the next thing, rather than, you're not out there posting on your social media like, I hate Theo Vaughn, everyone should stop listening to him, or whatever, or whoever it may be, or whatever band.
Yeah.
Whatever. But yeah, that's
but anyway, yeah. So I just think, if you're like, there's so many like dark forces in the world, that's what I've realized. And if someone's in like a music in the field of arts, like don't make as a fan of arts, don't make your career like taking the wind out of their sails.
Mhm.
That's my 2 cents. As someone that's had a lot of people take the wind out of my sails.
Yeah.
I just don't agree. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, obviously I'm not a famous artist in any sort of fashion, but I mean, I write music, I do all kinds of stuff or whatever. I don't know. Like, I wouldn't be able to walk up to another person trying to do what I'm doing and be like, "You suck," or you know what I mean? Like, it's like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, even if I don't like it, I'll support you because you're trying it. Like, I don't know. That's how I feel about it. Like, if you're willing to put yourself out there and try it, I'll support you. Like, that's cool. Like, just that
I
much
feel
alone.
I feel like what you're saying is sort of like why I think I fell into working with other bands is because whatever stage they're at, like even if they're like at the very beginning or they're like, 3 steps ahead or they're like in like their legacy years and they're like 20 steps past their peak or whatever, I can just like feel what their energy is. And I can sort of like I can just figure out like, okay, at this stage at where you're at approximately, what can I do to sort of make it so that when you leave here, you have like more, your cup is filled a bit more, or like gas in your creative tank and more. Because I know that at all stages, at the beginning and at the peak and at the end, there's always a voice in your head that's telling you or that's questioning, like, should you be doing this? And I want to be the one that's saying, yes, you should be doing this. Do it more because, like, ultimately, like, why are we on this planet? Nobody knows. You know, like, there's so many reasons to go, like, what is the point of life? And I think love is like finding love. That is like a big thing. And filling your time with whatever sort of gets you up out of bed, like what, whether that could be you're an electrician, you just love like the challenge of, wiring a doorbell, or, it could be anything. Like creativity is essentially just solving problems.
Yeah.
Whether it's musical or electrical or plumbing or anything, or maybe it's, academic, or whatever. Like it's just whatever gets you out of bed. So yeah, I think like you're contributing to the world if when someone crosses your path, that person feels like a little bit more like, yeah, maybe what I am doing with my life is like okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I like to leave people with a little more than they came with, kind of, I guess is like the idea.
Exactly.
Like that's what I like. I like that. Like at my day job, like everybody always says, like, you're always so happy and you're always so positive, and like your job kind of sucks most of the time. Like what you do kind of sucks a little bit. Why?
Yeah, dude.
Like why? I'm like, man, why not? Like I have to I have to do it. So that's a thing. So like, why not have a bit of fun? Let's have a laugh. Even if the thing sucks, like the thing sucks. It's not the world that's sucking around me. It's just that thing. So you just be happy and maybe laugh at how miserable this might even be. And it's better.
Yeah,
it's
dude,
just better. It's just better.
What I like to do is like if I'm like at like a failing dollar store, like in like a strip mall or something, and it's just like the person that's like ringing me in is like I just try and like acknowledge them and just be like, we're all the same. We're all the same.
Yeah.
It's the same shit. Like we're all the same people. And just sort of like just say something to them that lets them know, hey, one person that you came in contact with today acknowledged you and knows that like you have a shift. It ends at a certain point. What time is that shift end? Like, is today crazy because of this, or is today like it seems insanely boring right now? Like just acknowledge them about it. Because I feel like we're all starved for validation, which is, I don't know if the internet is like making that worse or it's just sort of pointed that out. I don't know.
I do feel that. I feel like everyone
I had that thought in the shower
kind of,
today.
You know,
Not even lying. Like literally
No
in the
way.
shower, like earlier today.
Like people go through the day to day and just do the tap on the phone and just give me what I came here for and go. And sometimes, hey, I'm guilty of that as well. We all have our things going on in our own minds that we kind of get stuck down with and stuff like
Can't
that.
always
But
give,
the act of acknowledging somebody else, like you said, we're all human, and people reciprocate that and in a positive way, and it just makes I think everyone's day a little bit better. Just saying hello, just saying how are you? Like, is this, like you said, is this crazy? Like, is it busy right now? Like, what time are you off today? Just little things that, like, hey, make me feel like, hey, you're present with me in this moment, and we're getting through it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a little bit of an acknowledgement.
Even if someone walked up to the till and like ripped a crazy, like just like anything that's just like slaps you in the face and was just like, hey, here's a moment of honesty where it's not flattering and doesn't benefit me. Boom.
Yeah. No. People do kind of crave to be acknowledged in some sort of way or validated for whatever it is, even if it's just mundane things they do every single day. Like, but yeah.
My shower thought on it was like social media / internet has kind of like how do I say it? Like, so like you see people who are kind of popular in social media world, but like, what does that really look like in that house or whatever? You know what I mean? Like, what does that truly really look like?
That so much too.
Yeah, because I think it's like a starvation of that, like one-on-one. I say one-on-one, but like real human interaction kind of thing. Because you're used to, exactly what we're doing now, appearing into the camera, talking to no one technically. You know what I mean? Talking to everybody, but really talking to nobody. And then your only real validation coming back is a graph on a screen. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's very misleading. You know what I mean? Like, you feel at the moment maybe you're gratified and this is cool, but like when you shut your phone off and go to bed, like it's like, oh, I don't really have many friends, or whatever your thought process kind of falls into. Like, that's how I see it. It's like, it's totally fake validation.
That's so dark and sad. It feels
it
like
is. It's super dark. Like, it's super dark.
Just like, it's like you're clicking on your stats and then like you hit sleep on your laptop and there's a moment where you have no stimulation and you just think, I really don't have many friends, and then you go to bed. Like,
yeah, like it's
I'm all alone.
But you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of like, that's how I kind of visualize it almost. It's like, I'm really popular in this fake world, but in real reality, like actual connection wise, you don't get it as much. And like we're a little bit older, so like you kind of times that by 20 people who are in their 20s kind of thing, like who have been doing that for their whole life. So they don't really understand how do we really interact with another person in a room necessarily in the same kind of way that maybe we would, because we didn't have that all the time. And then I
remember when I started to notice that trait in younger generations. I think just because I'm still like, in my mind, I'm still kind of like in my 20s.
Yes.
And I'm like still like, I want to stay in a constant state of like, art is important, music is important, like creativity is important. And so like I'm perpetually like kind of always curious to talk with people that, as I get older, I guess technically are younger than me. And I remember when I started noticing this personality type that I'd never seen before, which was people that were slaying it on, like, at the time it was like MySpace. And then I would like hang with them in person and they just had nothing to offer.
Yeah.
And I was like I can barely cobble together like my social media game, and it's like whatever I do, it's like a fraction of, I think, of what my true quality is as a person in the room. But then I was really starting to run into like the inverse of that, like people, and like in my like single days when I was like kind of looking for love, and I would in all the wrong places, and I would go on dates with someone that had their social media game dialed, and they actually in person were like, ugh.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
funny.
I feel some people have a hard time living up to what they project online too,
And that's their
right?
best take too. That's the other half of the equation. That's how I always think about. Like, this is your best take
So,
of
You know,
that thing, right? Like,
you
I
get
don't know.
you
It
get
makes
the
me
best you get the best of everything from a person online, but it's hard to quantify that into a little, talk or a meet or a date with somebody and kind of show that person, I'm all of these things, but really you're not given anything, right? So it's hard for a person to kind of, people project online and kind of put this persona out there that's really not who they are as a person, and they kind of feel like that's who they want to be, but still don't really quite know how to get there internally. So I don't know.
Yeah, I
I gotta take a pee break.
a lot
Okay.
of my
I might have to
favorite, a lot of my
I'm gonna do a
Come on,
pee
Mike.
break. I'm gonna do a pee break because I can't focus. I'm sweating.
but I do find that, like, maybe it's just kind of my age range, but most of the people that are very stimulating one-on-one with in a great conversation, they often don't have very good social media skills
Oh.
if they're like, oh wait, is it cut
It
now?
kind of cut out there, and I came back as you finished your thought there. So sorry. Replace the
No, I was ju- I
VHS.
was- I was just saying, like, often the people that are the most fun to hang out with in person actually have the worst social media presence.
Yeah, like I maybe post on my Instagram 2 times a year on my personal page, and then my Facebook is
shit.
even less than that. So it's only like usually summer vacation, I'll post a bunch of pictures, and then like the odd random event or something that I go to. But yeah, I'm very reluctant to post everything online, and I kind of focus more of my social media brain power, I guess, into this thing, so I don't have anything left for personal stuff.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I guess I'm kind of in the same realm. Like, I post a lot more than that, but when I do post, most of it is sort of technically work related, I guess you could say. So I don't do like a lot of personal posting. I tried to start like a separate Instagram that was just for family and like close friends, to post stuff with like my daughter and my wife and stuff. But the reality is, like, I don't have a lot of energy for social media, and I know I'm in a constant state of like, oh, I really should post more. So when I do go to post, it's usually work related to.